2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's the Jaguars quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the Arizona defense coming up big. They forced the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Arian Smith. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Saints get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defense is when they see slant routes thrown, is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line. 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because
and he's in for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Looking to put a drive together. Sanders completes this one to Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Here we go.
Throwing, Sanders. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked out by Andrew McCouba. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
63.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle to Smith. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. 2nd and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Ball ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Zone read here, and Scalaboo with it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. It's forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Scalaboo to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what...
He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 17-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got Smith here. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Looney. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
It's 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. After one, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the Giants send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looming. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we've got a Giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Looney. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Looney. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This is 2nd and 8. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
38-yard line.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Allen. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes. Remaining in this first half of football.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Looney. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Come on. Hey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one's complete downfield to Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
19, Tiger.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Joe Burrow. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the running back for the visitors. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Dolphins lead it at the half in a game that could have big-time implications in the AFC playoff race. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to get this out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Throwing, Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Davis Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Looney. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Motion left, Smith. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to run it here. And he's not going to get in as the try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll stay on the ground with Scattergood. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Sanders. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Looney. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
From the gun on third down, Looney. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
On play action, here's Shadur. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw again, here's Sanders.
He'll try and do this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Off play action. Looney. This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looney. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as a tackle made up at the 48.
Yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
Back to throw. Looney. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Looney. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now Sanders. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders. Wide open, it's out, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Sanders. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. Allen has it, left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw now, here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Sanders throwing after the interception. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, it's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That's complete to his running back, Scatteroo. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Oh, what a move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Let's go.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
And this one complete to Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Goes right back to Smith again.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Seibert's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
13 yards on the play.
Let's go.
That's another.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The try here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drop.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that smart.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year.
And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.